welcome back to part 3 of my chat with Susan Moody. She is co-founder of Starshine Communities, a best-selling author, an inspirational speaker, and a certified success coach. And she is the inspiration behind a new book titled From Resilience to Brilliance. I'm Maria Tomás-Keegan, and this is part of my continuing series of interviews with women who have inspiring stories to tell and who are role models for the rest of us when it comes to learning to thrive. I call this show Tips for the Transition. Hello, Susan. Thanks so much for being back with us and for all you've shared so far about the closing of your restaurant business and the emotional fallout you felt. Today, I really want to get into the lessons you've learned that spur you on to do more of what you do, which is be an entrepreneur, and the spirit you have for that.
Well, I love that because I do like to think of myself as an entrepreneurial spirit, and I really resonate with others who have that entrepreneurial spirit. And I think that just a little reflection on that entrepreneurial spirit doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to create your own business. An entrepreneurial spirit is any goal you're trying to create because you need that entrepreneurial mindset, right, to overcome obstacles, to be creative and things like that. So to me, an entrepreneurial spirit has to do with the way that we try to achieve our goals.
Interesting perspective. I like that. What else?
I think one of the big things that we all need to do is to remind ourselves that we can create our own definition of success. Mm. And when I was going through, the restaurant closing, I forgot that I don't pay attention to what society thinks is successful. Those are not the things that are important to me. The things that I value are what makes me successful. And so I had to remind myself, and I want to encourage those who are listening to think about that. Just because you don't have a really big house or a really nice car, maybe that's not important to you. Maybe it's more important that you spend time with your family and you want a business that can accommodate that. Or maybe you want to be able to do some traveling. It's like, what's important to you? What do you value the most? And build your business around those core values, not what society says is success.
You've touched on a subject near and dear to my heart. It's one of the things I teach myself for my clients. It's one of the foundational elements. If we don't know what our core values are, and if we don't have a checklist of those, if we don't know them in our hearts, then we can't make great decisions for ourselves or great choices. Mm-hmm. I love that. Is there something else you'd like to share that you've learned?
Well, I have learned, again, that you have to pick yourself up when you fall down. That's really, really important. It's important to celebrate your little successes along the way and not just look to the big successes. Part of that was a reminder just this week with our 1-year anniversary of Starshine. And in some sense, it feels like we've been around a really long time. Mm. And I think that's because we have done so much in that 1 year. And being on that fast track, it helps to take time to look at what we've achieved over this 1 year, and really take a moment and reflect on that and be proud of yourself, right? Sometimes we look to others to say we're proud of you, but you need to be proud of yourself, right? And I think with that pride in yourself comes that confidence, right? How's that confidence? Because you need a lot of confidence when you're going out and you're trailblazing, starting your own company. Yeah. Nobody wants to do business with somebody that's like, well, I do that, that looks a little bit weak. We've got to come with confidence. Part of that is your business based again on your core values, on what's important to you, and then it's expressed outwardly, and people gravitate towards that.
Yes, but it's so important to look back to see how far you've come.
Yes.
Yeah, and celebrate that. Exactly. Celebrate that with, I was at that celebration of your 1-year anniversary, and it was stunning to see how many people were there to support you and who have been with you along that ride. And it's been a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have been lucky, you know, because we've had so many women that have joined the journey with us, right? And are traveling down that path with us and blazing it with us.
Yeah.
And that's what lights us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were to leave us, if you would like our viewers to have just, if they got only one thing out of this conversation we've had, what would you like that to be?
Well, I think I'd like the viewers to know that you are stronger than you think. You are more courageous than you know. Makes me emotional, sorry. And when you want something badly enough, you will find the strength and the courage to do it. So that's why it's so important to know who you are and what's important to you.
And you are a model of that, Susan. So I thank you for being a role model for those of us who aspire to be successful entrepreneurial spirits in whatever it is we endeavor to do. So I thank you for modeling that so beautifully for us. And I thank you for being here and for sharing your story and the deep emotion that you feel for what you do. So Susan, please tell our viewers how they can reach you and the best way they can reach you.
The best way, especially if you want to share your story with me and have a heart-to-heart, is to just contact me through my email, which is susan@starshineaz.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for interviewing me, Maria.
And I want to be sure everybody remembers to look for the new book, From Resilience to Brilliance, on Amazon coming in early July.
Oh, perfect.
And let me leave you with this. It is my deep desire for these conversations to help others know that you are not alone. Many of us have gone through similar experiences to the one Susan has shared with us today and the other guests that I've had on this show. I believe it is our time to thrive, and I hope you'll join me on that journey. Till next time, I'm Maria Tomás-Keegan.